out. Like she's always said, I didn't want to be a reality TV star. I
Mhm.
just fell into it. She's probably gonna do one more season. She's gonna go out on a high, and then she's gonna like level up like Hannah Berner. They're not trying to stay in that Bravo sphere.
Right. She's no, I get the impression from all of her interviews lately too that she is trying to distance herself from the ensemble cast that is Summer House.
Yes. She's
I
out.
would agree with that.
She's
She's
outgrowing.
outgrowing it, yeah. Well, Jack, speaking of which, I'm actually excited for the second season of The Valley. I have to be honest with you. I'm excited. I mean, I don't know, like between Summer House and now this, like I'm just more excited about the non-housewife shows
I
these
agree with you.
days,
I agree
right?
with you. Even though Beverly Hills was good last night, I really enjoyed it. I think it's been slow, kind of.
It's been a slow season. It has been a slow season. I mean, speaking of Beverly Hills, the past few times that Dorit has been on camera, we have Brandi Glanville. I'm not sure Brandi should be weighing in on too much because she does have her hands full. But Brandi has been posting pictures of Dorit from like last night and the week before to say, I feel like Dorit might have been doing a little bit of cocaine in the bathroom all night. Long bitch, I guess all night long, but the comma's in the wrong place. All night long bitch, allegedly as an audience member, the jaw doesn't lie. So Brandi Glanville is insinuating that Dory is doing coke during this season. I mean, this is a direct tweet from Miss Glanville here.
Wow. This is the thing with Brandy. It's like the minute you start to feel sorry for her and you're
Hmm.
sympathetic, she posts this. Like, I just, I feel like go figure out what's going on with you. Like, we're all very concerned. We want you to get better. But at the same time, I'm sorry, there's no evidence of her doing cocaine. I don't believe that. Dorit seems stone cold sober to me. She's not even drinking that much. So I really don't like the insinuation. And when she went upstairs and her house was in disarray, I've seen that people like me included, when we're not doing well mentally, like you can see my house, it's like everything's in its correct place. So with people that are OCD, when they start to fall apart, I felt for her, and there's no evidence of drugs. Like, first of all, if she was doing cocaine, that place would have been clean, honey. Because when you're on coke, you're cleaning, you're running, you're like moving a mile a minute. So I don't that insinuation. I think that Dory is just speaking up for herself, and so everyone's like, she must be on something. Like, really? Come on.
Right. She was told by producers, we have your back. Just go for it. Just like next season, she's going to be told by producers, as is Kyle. Guess what? Nobody cares about this feud anymore. Get over it. And I mean, it's not that deep. We saw that from that scene where the house was in a disarray. And I mean, Kyle and Dorit will be fine because they'll be told to be fine next season and they'll make it work, right? Like, we're not going to watch like Shannon Bedore versus Alexis anymore. So we fired Alexis. Well, we're not firing Dorit, nor are we firing Kyle. They'll just be told, like, figure it out and make it work.
Sure.
Right.
And I think friendship, even when you do make up, something else will trigger you again and you'll get re-triggered. And I like that it feels real, again, more real to me because I've been through like the friendship breakup because you don't just fix it and then it's done. I get people don't want to talk about it, but I like that it resurfaced and it's like, no, you're being a bitch. And then they like kind of figured it out. And I do like that Bose is kind of getting in the mix because I was like, why are they giving her a diamond? Like I like her, but she's finally in the mess. So I'm like, okay, good. Like you're in the mess.
Dorit is just beside herself. And that last week when like right when like when Bose came in and said, "Oh, like Sutton's gonna leave your house," and I told them like to shape up, and she's like, "You told them that?" Like Dorit just she can't believe that she has such an ally. She's like, "Wow, Kyle who?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good for
Dorit's one of
her."
she's part of the group now. She's part of the girl group. I mean, I see her traveling with, not that she can't, but like she's on the private plane with Bose. She's with the girl group. She's with all these cool, like hip black people. I'm like, I never saw that for Dorit, but I
I
love
didn't
it.
know that Bose had a private plane and was flying
Mhm.
around. Oh,
Mhm.
she's
They're
really
flying
loving her
around.
life. They're gonna have to figure out something next season because it is a little boring. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to change up the cast, and I'm thinking they won't, something's got to give with this group. I don't know.
Something's got to give. Why are people saying, did you see that headline where they're saying they want to get rid of Jennifer Tilly? Is that like a joke? Because what does she even do? She's
Well,
great.
it's funny. This has been a headline that the cast cannot stand Jennifer Tilly,
Oh.
that that she did an interview where she's like was asked about her wealth and she's like, I don't know why people are so consumed with my wealth. I'm not that wealthy. And then people are like, oh. Now, it's funny you mentioned that because Kathy Hilton has just spoken out in favor of. So Kathy Hilton just did an interview and she was asked about this. That everyone can't stand. And Kathy said, I've never heard any of our girls club say any unkind word about Jennifer Tilly, Kathy wrote in a comment. So Kathy is saying that this is not true. Jennifer is that like it basically right where they said that she's the least popular and no one can. Kathy Hilton calls bullshit on this.
Hmm. Good to know.
I don't know if this is true either, right? Like, and then also people are saying the only person who Jennifer Tilly doesn't follow, the only one who doesn't follow Jennifer is Dorit. Everyone else follows. So now people are saying that Dorit leaked this because she doesn't get along with Jennifer because she's jealous of her. So I don't believe this. I really don't,
I don't think
right?
so. Because even with Sutton, I don't see Jennifer really defending her. I mean, in the after show, she does defend her a little more, but her comments are usually, she's usually saying such big SAT words. I don't even know half the time what she's talking about. She's so eloquent and smart. So I'm like, why is everyone mad? Maybe they don't understand her like me.
And she has a lot of money, which, yeah, I
Hmm.
understand she got it from her husband, but Sutton got the money from the husband. Kyle, I guess Kyle does very well for herself, but not $100 million. Kyle will get like $50 million from her husband if
Hmm.
she divorced. So I don't personally really have a problem with someone who was married while someone else became successful and then they get half of it. I don't see that as a shortcut. That's just me.
I don't either. It's a job. Like you were married. It's a job. And if that person didn't want you to get half, they should have had a prenup, right? So I don't have a problem with it. And I think maybe in Jennifer Tilly's mind, it's like she's thinking about what she earned as an actress, which is probably not bad either, because she probably has a percentage of the Chucky movies, because she's such a staple. I'm sure she's getting a percentage of those sales, and that still does well. Those still people still watch that stuff. So
I call bullshit, and now Kathy Hilton has called bullshit on this too. So there we
yeah,
go.
right.
Well, Jax has spoken out. The new season of The Valley. It should be soon. I can't wait. Jax has said that basically he feels bad for Tom Sandoval. That at this point he's referring to the traitors because Tom is kind of the butt of the joke on the traitors and. Jax has said that anything Tom does at this point is a faux pas and he is the butt of the joke. And he feels that he's done his time. We have put the guy through enough. And yeah, what he did is wrong, but he served his time. And at this point, he should be rebuilding his brand, but he has PTSD from Scandal. So I personally never hated Tom the way the rest of the world did, but that's just me. So I also think I don't really see what's so bad about Tom. I mean, I know what he did. It
Sure.
doesn't bother me. It's like, yeah, I mean, Tom is that typical 40-something-year-old Hollywood rocker that's chasing we all know the type because we live in
Mhm.
LA. He
Mhm.
doesn't